The Magical Christmas Glasses, Part 5. Something's changing here, Emma said thoughtfully. People are starting to see each other differently. That's the real purpose of the glasses, Ms. Miracle confirmed. Not just to provide a momentary insight, but to change how people see even after they take them off. Emma removed the glasses as she spotted her mother approaching from the department store. "Can I come back tomorrow?" she asked, handing them back to Ms. Miracle. "I'll be here," Ms. Miracle promised. "And Emma, you don't really need the glasses. They just help you trust what you already see." The next morning, Ms. Miracle arrived at the mall to find a surprise waiting at her booth. A proper sign had replaced her hand-painted one, reading, "The Magical Christmas Glasses. See the holiday spirit," in elegant script. A comfortable chair had been added for her, along with a small heater to ward off the chill that crept through the mall's massive atrium. Lily Chen, the events coordinator, appeared with a cup of tea from the coffee shop. "Mr. Hargrove asked me to make sure you have everything you need," she explained, setting down the tea. "He said your booth is now an official part of our holiday experience." Ms. Miracle accepted the tea with a smile. "That's very kind. Mr. Hargrove seems to have had a change of heart." Lily nodded, her expression curious. "He's different today. He actually asked about my ideas for making the mall more community-oriented. I've been suggesting things like that for years, but he never seemed to hear me before." "Sometimes we all need a new perspective," Ms. Miracle observed. "Would you like to try the glasses yourself, Lily?" The events coordinator glanced at her watch. "I have a few minutes before my first meeting. Why not?" Ms. Miracle selected a pair with colourful frames that matched Lily's vibrant personality. As Lily put them on and looked around the mall, her eyes widened in recognition. "I've always sensed these things about people, but never so clearly," she said, turning slowly to take in the early morning mall workers preparing for the day. "The janitor who's worked here for 20 years and knows every inch of this place. He takes such pride in keeping it beautiful, but no one ever notices." She continued her observations, building on her already considerable awareness of the mall's human ecosystem. When she finally returned the glasses, Lily's expression was thoughtful. "I'm going to suggest we recognize our long-term employees at the staff holiday party, and maybe create a community heroes wall to highlight people like that janitor who make this place work." "Those sound like wonderful ideas," Ms. Miracle encouraged. "The mall is more than a collection of stores. It's a small city under one roof, with its own community and culture." As Lily departed for her meeting, the mall began to fill with the day's first shoppers. Word about the magical Christmas glasses had spread overnight through social media and local networks. A line formed before Ms. Miracle had fully set up, with people curious to experience the phenomenon they'd heard about from friends or family. The second day brought a deeper level of transformation to the mall. People who had tried the glasses returned to report that their experience had changed their interactions. A store manager described reorganizing her sales floor to make it more accessible for an elderly customer she had previously found irritating. A teenager confessed to buying a coffee for a frazzled mother he would have mocked just days earlier. Emma returned with her mother, who, at her daughter's insistence, tried the glasses and discovered a new appreciation for her child's emotional intelligence. Marcus, the security guard, stopped by during his break to report that he had called his ex-wife, not to reconcile, but to wish her well and release some of his bitterness. By mid-afternoon, Richard Hargrove reappeared at the booth, his usual crisp suit softened by a red and green tie with tiny snowflakes, a gift from his staff that he had previously considered too whimsical for his position. "Ms. Miracle," he greeted her with newfound warmth, "I owe you an apology for my reception yesterday. I've been thinking about our conversation and about what I saw through those glasses." "No apology necessary," she assured him. "We all see what we're ready to see." Richard glanced around the mall, which hummed with a different energy from the previous day. People were shopping, yes, but they were also connecting, helping each other find gifts, store employees engaging in genuine conversations with customers, and families taking time to be together amid the holiday rush. "I've made some decisions," he announced. "We're converting one of our vacant spaces into a community rest area. Comfortable seating, free hot chocolate, a place where people can take a break from shopping and actually enjoy being here. And we're implementing Lily's idea for a Westfield Mall Community Heroes Recognition Program." Ms. Miracle nodded approvingly. The mall as a gathering place, rather than just a commercial space. A return to the original concept of the marketplace as the heart of community life. "Exactly," Richard agreed, his enthusiasm evident. "And I'd like to feature your booth prominently in our holiday marketing. Experience the true spirit of Christmas at Westfield Mall." Ms. Miracle considered this for a moment. "I appreciate the offer, but I think the glasses work best as a discovery rather than an attraction. Word of mouth has brought exactly the right people at the right time." Richard accepted this with a thoughtfulness that would have been foreign to him just a day earlier. "You're probably right. Some experiences lose their magic when they become commodified." He hesitated, then added, "I tried to explain what I saw through the glasses to my wife last night. She thought I was having a midlife crisis." He laughed, but there was a note of wistfulness in it. "Perhaps she might like to try them herself?" Ms. Miracle suggested. "I'll be here until Christmas Eve." "I'll bring her tomorrow," Richard promised. "She used to love Christmas before retail management consumed our lives. Maybe this could help us both reclaim some of that joy." As the second day drew to a close, the impact of the magical Christmas glasses had extended far beyond those who had actually tried them. The mall itself felt different, warmer somehow, despite the December chill outside. Store employees who had been counting the days until the holiday rush ended found themselves engaging more genuinely with customers. Shoppers who had approached their gift buying as a stressful obligation rediscovered moments of joy in selecting something special for a loved one. The transformation continued over the following days. Ms. Miracle's booth became a quiet center of gravity in the mall's holiday ecosystem. Not everyone visited. Many shoppers hurried past, focused on their lists and budgets. But those who did often returned, bringing others whose lives they thought might be enriched by the experience. Richard brought his wife, who arrived skeptical, but left with tears in her eyes and a determination to resurrect holiday traditions they had abandoned years ago. Zoe from the coffee shop brought her manager, who subsequently instituted a suspended coffee program where customers could prepay for drinks for those who couldn't afford them. Marcus invited fellow security guards, leading to a gentler, more compassionate approach to their work. Emma came almost daily, sometimes with her mother, occasionally alone while waiting for her mother's shift to end. She didn't always try the glasses, often preferring to simply sit with Ms. Miracle and discuss what she observed with her natural sensitivity. Ms. Miracle recognized in the child a kindred spirit and offered gentle guidance on how to carry the gift of deep seeing without becoming overwhelmed by others' emotions. By the week before Christmas, the mall had been subtly but significantly transformed. The community rest area Richard had promised opened in a formerly vacant storefront, offering comfortable seating, complimentary refreshments, and a respite from the holiday rush. The Community Heroes wall featured photographs and stories of the often invisible workers who kept the mall functioning: janitors, security personnel, maintenance staff, and long-serving retail employees. Most remarkably, a spirit of genuine connection had begun to permeate the commercial space. Strangers held doors for each other, offered assistance with unwieldy packages, and exchanged real smiles rather than the reflexive politeness of public spaces. Store employees remembered regular customers and inquired about their lives. The background holiday music, once merely ambient noise, seemed somehow more meaningful as people actually listened to the messages of peace and goodwill.
If this story touches you, hit the like button, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more royal content.